Okay. Anyway, folks, we're live. We're waiting for people to come here and join us and start doing some hits around the city of Denver. We're on our way to what we believe is a homeless sweep. So I just got an email about 5 minutes ago, maybe 10 minutes ago. We're on our way to do some shopping, and we got word from Denver Homeless Out Loud that the location we were at last week to work with the city on stuff, that they're actively sweeping it right now. So we diverted from our path. I'm with Monk Eye 83. We are headed down to this location to go live. We're hoping that maybe some of you guys who are here in these streams might have access to the police and fire, or the fire and EMT lines for dispatches. Might be able to start picking up some calls on what's going on out there. Councilwoman Candy Cidabacca has tweeted out some information. She's at a housing meeting right now. And of course, we're moving past Coors Field into downtown Denver on
fucking News Now OKC giving our fucking location away? Might as well tell them what the fuck we're planning on doing and give all our socials out too. Holy shit!
What the fuck is wrong with you? We're going to a homeless week. We want people to go to it.
We don't want them to.
Alright, you're arguing at me right now.
I don't know why you're arguing.
We need to be over it.
Awareness and fucking operational security?
Operational security. It's fucking whatever. Guys, I want you to get on the Denver, if anybody's out there and can get on a scanner and listen to fire and EMT calls to see what's going on out there. Oh, we're gonna be turning left up here, I believe. So it's on the other side of California. Sonny Lawson Park is what we're looking for, folks. Turning on the scanner now. Thank you, Blibbits. Whoever else said that. I got the screen on low so that our battery stays as loud as possible, as long as possible. So, again, we understand this to be, let's see, that's Broadway, so it's going to be up and to the right now. I apologize. I'm trying to stay focused on where we're at here. So you're going to get over here, Kyle. Should be California and 21st, roughly. So, again, we're almost there, folks. That's where it is. Lock over on the other side. So once we come up to California, we'll take or the other side of California, we'll take a left. This is a one-way here. So the sweep shit looks like it's happening a block down. There's people moving. That's where it's at. Cops are there. That's the scene of the incident. Alley, park, something. All right, we're going to find these people. They are moving. We are confirming that this is happening. Somebody share on Twitter this feed to the Twitter feed of Councilwoman Candy Cidabacca. And prepare to be listening to some yelling today, huh? Here we go. These people, they're all getting moved out. Wow, City Council is currently at a housing meeting. These fucking pigs. Here we go. What the fuck is going on here? Make sure we're clear on our announcement that we have arrived. They moving you guys out of here today? Well, we heard there was a sweep going on. And they're pushing people out. Let's go find out.
Listen, for your information, they can't inform us that tomorrow they're going to close it down. Excel is, not police, because they're going to be doing some kind of construction here. So all the people that'll be here, they'll get ticketed and possibly arrested if they have one.
Yeah.
Feel me? What's your name?
Huh? I'm Brian.
I'm Dennis.
Brian,
Nice to meet you.
Can I ask you a
many
question?
guys-
I understand your plight and I understand it. Don't do it aggressively.
No. I'm sorry. I come out. I'm angry. You're right. Thank you.
Don't do it aggressively.
No. You're right. You gotta understand. City council's at housing meetings right now discussing these things,
Don't do it aggressively.
and here they are doing a sweep.
Don't do it aggressively.
Talk to that guy, because he'll be more than I am. Got your camera running?
Got it now.
Yeah, and you just turned it on because you've been here on site on a CAD number for some reason, but you just turned it on.
Brian, how come we just can't say hello?
I'm just asking. Council, hello. Council persons, yes, last week asked why you guys weren't running your cameras the whole time.
How you doing, man?
How you doing?
I'm all right.
So what's going on?
You're supposed to be the fucking homeless officer and you talk to people the way you do?
Kyle, come on.
You're supposed to be a professional. I know, dude.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, you should
Hey,
be
Vinny.
fucking cowards.
So we understand you guys are sweeping people today. What's up with that?
Hey, Vinny, are you going to the station now?
Oh, no, you should. Actually, you should punch up, go home, and probably swallow a bullet. That'd be best for
Vinny.
everyone.
Vinny.
Okay.
Wait, did you just threaten a
You
citizen?
want to threaten that, you stupid?
Did you just threaten somebody?
I'll be down there 21st.
Yeah, we-
Come and follow me. That's what you said. Yeah, that's professionalism.
Well, hey,
Is that part of your code of conduct?
Yeah, get out of here, you unprofessional fuck.
Yeah, so city council wants to know why they're getting notices that there's a sweep going on.
No, there's no sweep.
Yeah, that's not what I heard.
I'm all right, man. Hey. So it's by 7 o'clock, you know. I'm thinking maybe sooner than that. Just maybe sooner than that. They're gonna have all this stuff. They're
Don't
gonna have
make
all
it
this
worse
damn
than what
stuff.
it is, man. Listen.
I'm just asking them questions.
Can I say something, please, to you two brothers right here? Because I know what y'all doing and I know your plight. But listen to me, man. Come here, bro. Don't follow him, man.
No. So, come on, Manziel. You got to explain what's going on. Why we got emails saying that you guys are doing a sweep right now.
Oh, you gotta call the commander.
You're here.
No, I don't know anything.
You're
I'm just
here.
telling him to break down.
You don't have
See that
anything.
man right there? He
You don't
has
have
4 o'clock
any
tonight.
information. You have no information.
Down the totem pole, I am.
Come on. You're here.
Brian,
You're here. I'm
You
trying to
know
be
how far
nice.
down
Let's
the
have a
totem-
communication. What's
Brian,
going on?
Brian, do you
Just
know
tell
how
us
far
what's
down-
going on. Why are you out here? What's your CAD number that you're on?
We're just down to break the tents down. That's
For what? Excel's coming here to fence everything off tomorrow. That's what you just said.
Oh, they're going to be, yeah.
So that means you're moving the camp out.
I'm not doing it yet. I don't know when. I don't know definitively if that's what's going to happen tomorrow. But he was telling me that's what they'd like to do. I don't know if that's what's going to happen. I don't.
Okay, so remember last week when we had this conversation?
Yeah. What?
We had this conversation last week and you said that this was what was possibly coming on. But
construction-
there's no notices to tell these people to go.
Brian,
That this is happening.
I don't know if that's what he just told me that.
This
now.
is the second time you said it.
No,
You said it last week.
Definitively, I didn't say
All
that
right,
definitively.
all right. So what you're saying is fences, right?
Oh, Brian, see that man right there? He knows more than I do, and he can answer every question.
Yeah, except he has a power struggle, and he likes to just move people 10 feet backwards.
Oh.
So what do
You
you?
go up to him the way you come up to
Listen.
me. I guarantee you, he'll be good with you.
Oh, sure. Okay. So it's 10:30 though, right? And I got an email that you guys were pushing people out of here.
Person, you gotta go to the right person.
But you're the guy that's supposed to be
I'm
the
not.
community relationship here, right? You're the one that knows everybody. The buck doesn't stop here, right? That's what it is, right? Just remember, an oath keeper, first and foremost, right? He's not gonna leave. He's not gonna leave. I see they're sucking out the toilets, though. That's good news. So let's get this down. Let's figure out what's going on. Oh, it's Grove. And by the way, don't believe that there's no sweep. See all the people that are gone here? This was 50. Look at them moving on. We're not done with this conversation.
We're having a talk.
Cool.
You weren't invited.
Okay. So notice the gloves on. That means they intend to handle people, right? Morning, Mr. Grove. I understand you're the officer on duty here, and that you guys are participating in a sweep this morning. Is that correct?
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Is that correct, Mr. Grove? Do you no longer answer questions? I'm the one who's being polite this morning. I want to know why you guys are out here doing a sweep today. Do you have a go number for your Can I have it, please?
Sure, in a minute.
How many people were here this morning? 50? Was there open space in between tents this morning?
Yeah.
Like this?
Well, I just moved my tent. I had to. I got 2 dogs, dude.
Why did you move your tent?
Because I got 2 dogs, I don't want my dogs taken away.
And why would your dogs get taken away?
Because they're fucked.
Why, what do you mean? Did they say that they were going to take your dog away?
They're saying that if anybody's caught here sleeping here, that we're getting arrested for fucking trespassing. And therefore, my dogs get taken away.
And did that happen this morning?
Yes, that cop right there said it.
That cop right there, Grove, said that if you guys were here in the morning tomorrow, you were going to be jailed and your property was going to be taken
Yes.
away and your animals separated from
Yes,
you.
yes.
Thank you very much.
Well, being taken to jail, that means my dogs get taken automatically, right?
Right, yeah. If you're in jail, the dogs are separated from you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So while your
My
councilwoman,
dogs are like my baby, my kids, man.
well, your councilwoman is in a government meeting right now about housing and homelessness, and she wants to know why you all are being swept and moved while she's doing the business of the community to get you housing.
Because these people say they're going to do construction.
Where
but-
was the notice 7 days ago when
but
we were
look,
here?
If they could do construction, they got to shut off the whole fucking power to this surrounding area, right?
Not necessarily. They could be doing construction on the building, but if there's a notice to do construction, and they should have
Giving
communicated.
anything.
The notice to do construction is posted over there, but never in the past. So it's been posted, supposedly, it says, since the 5th. I've never seen it. Nobody's ever pointed
We
it
took
out.
video of that last week. That's Spears. I don't think there was anything there.
So, no, over here.
Yeah. I know. I saw you. I'm up to speed.
So,
Yeah.
so that notice supposedly was posted on the 5th. No one here was notified of it.
Did you see this on Occupy?
They gave no 7-day
Did you see the
notice.
post on this?
No, Andy sent me.
Okay, good. Good. Thank you. Yeah, so allegedly there's a notice, okay. But they were trying to tell us some stuff yesterday, but they weren't communicating about it. And that's what I'm about. So,
If that notice was up, since they've had full time to
Plenty of time.
Plenty of
And
time.
communicate.
30 days notice.
But see, he was telling me last week about this a little bit. Manzanelli. Let's see if this squad car is properly plated. Oh, there's no sticker on the motherfucking thing. What's up with that? Do police vehicles no longer have to have stickers on them? We need somebody to get on this because the Denver police have stopped putting tags on their plates. They just don't have to go through emissions testing and do all the things they must be having to do. And this is the case number 1957597328. This is his alleged go number on why he's out here today.
Oh, this is the dirt ball last week that kept
Yeah,
get us
10 feet, 10 feet, 10 feet. That asshole.
10 feet. 10 feet. That's the distance that nobody would touch him with a fucking pole.
That's right. Don't let me forget that, please. So the reason that they are saying, I guess I could turn my my camera up a little bit so I can see the conversations. This is allegedly the posting that they are telling everybody is their notice of zoning determination. "18-foot wall around the substation for security." So that wall, not 18 foot tall. Okay. So this is what's going on right here in downtown Denver. And this is their allegation that this sign, which doesn't seem very weather worn, there's no layers of dirt on it, right? You would expect it to be. Let me give you an example. There's dirt on my finger from rubbing that, right? So when I rub this, it might be a little bit. It's hard to tell. Anyway, so they say that 15 days. Appeals of this decision must be filed with the Board of Adjustment no later than the 15th day of this posting, which is tomorrow. So Jeff Walker, Project Log 28 SDP 353 2359 California Street address. Listen, the job today is for the appeal of this decision for the Board of Adjustment no later than 15 days from the posting. So we have to have appeals as to their 18-foot wall around the substation for security reasons, right? Why do you need an 18-foot wall? There's, what are they worried about? Things getting launched in there, maybe? Is there a cap on this? We can't tell. No, it's an open-ended, right? But there's obviously like plenty of security around this property, right? So are they expanding the capacity of electricity out of this site? Is an 18-foot wall in design parameters with what the construction is around here, right? So these are 4 and 5 story buildings, 4-story buildings, 3 and 4-story buildings. And so do they need 18 feet? I don't know. What's bigger than where I'm at right now? This is what they're trying to say. This is how the game works. If you want to have an objection to this, you're going to have to we got to figure out how to do zoning administrator. So we're going to need a link for the zoning administrator, and we're going to have to. I'm sorry, what?
Emily over there threatening us with the taser.
Who's tasing?
Emily over there.
Angel.
Why would you be threatening your supporter?
Be on his block.
Listen.
Because he thinks he
This is
owns an area.
completely unnecessary. Why the hell are you guys?
Hi.
Because he's got a taser.
I don't know what's going on.
He just walked up to me and asked me, what are you doing on my block? And then he
Because
flashed
here's
the
the
taser.
thing. I've been hearing a whole bunch of other people that has been listening to YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter that you guys are constantly going up to people that are serving people and talking shit to them.
Not me. Absolutely
Bullshit. Because they even showed me your face and another person's face
not. For what?
So,
for any
Angel,
type of bullshit.
I've known
Okay.
Brian for years. Brian is a legit person. I don't know this guy as well, but I don't agree with their tactics. I don't actually usually like yelling like that personally. It's not my style.
Right, I know.
But they are legit people that care about people's rights.
Okay. But if I see you guys saying and talking shit,
Hey,
that's one thing I'm not gonna approve of.
I don't approve of you threatening me with a hand behind your back with some kind of weapon. I do want you to know that the press is here and you are live on television right now around the world, okay? And so I'm out here as an advocate, and I come out here because they're not supposed to be pushing you around and moving you.
right.
You might not approve of our use of constitutionally protected free speech to yell at our public servants in a way that we're aggrieved at them.
But see,
And
here's
I
the thing. When you grieve at them, grieve at them at a certain level.
Okay. I haven't
That
killed
way-
any of them today, have
but
I?
That way, it don't bring the heat.
Okay. Have I threatened to kill any of them today?
No,
Have they threatened to kill any of you today?
no.
Yes, they have.
Yes, they have. And they
Every time they come out here and move you, they're threatening your life.
So, I hope that maybe a middle ground could be heard too, because also there's different tactics.
Yes.
And folks who live here do have different tactics.
I get it.
I completely disagree with targeting.
I'm
It's
not.
Also, yeah. Hey, so that's these folks are here to protect folks' rights. So that's
Yeah.
bullshit to call them out. But
And
also,
threaten us
it's
with
also
tasers.
respectful to.
Listen, I haven't come out here and tried to respect anybody on the streets except for the officers that have disrespected my rights and myself
But see,
personally.
here's the thing.
Can I finish, please? Can I finish? Is that okay? All right. So I don't come out here trying to make you guys look bad. I don't try to bring heat on you guys. I honestly, you remember last week when we were talking and you were trying to get me to point my camera? I wasn't even aiming it at her when you walked up to me. I hadn't even aimed it at her the entire time we've been there.
No, it
You know
doesn't.
what I'm saying?
See that point right there. It's
Oh, I
just
don't
that the conflicts that you were causing was the screaming,
Okay.
and that it leads to a person when they get up there.
St. Joseph's?
I thought everything was
When they hear that type of stuff, they don't want to hear it.
I don't know. I'm not familiar with the hospitals. I'm sorry.
But so I think what
I know what you guys are saying, and I
So
respect
I want to just say,
and I apologize,
think
but here's what I
it
wanted to
could be-
explain.
Let her mediate.
Can I say
Please.
something?
Yes, I'm sorry.
I just want to say I think that the problem is not because
I'm well. How are you doing? Yeah, let me show you what's coming up here a little bit. So,
say they're coming back tomorrow?
yeah, so essentially what they're alleging, and I did get some of this in my live stream last week. The Manzanelli was saying that something about some construction here, okay? But he was vague, and we just weren't looking hard enough for the information. So this is a notice of information. Now, I asked some questions a few minutes ago that might be good journalistic questions for you. They want to put an 18-foot wall around this substructure, and I'm about 5 foot, so I think there might already be an 18-foot wall around here, right? What's wrong with the current construction? Good. How you doing this morning? What's wrong with this current building? And if it's not an 18-foot wall, how does that differentiate from the architectural plan of this neighborhood, right? Because everything else is 4 stories. We're not building 10-story building here. So today's the last day to file complaints to the Board of Adjustments on the construction or proposed construction and grievances about this. Is it construction and a multi-million-dollar project being planned specifically because the homeless are sleeping right here? Probably not, right? but did this construction pass through without recognizing that there's a pending federal lawsuit, that this zoning area here for the park has to have bathrooms in it, that this is an area where homeless are supposed to be? Was their displacement considered? Right? There's a lot of questions that you folks might, live with me right now, might put as to questions in a appeal of the decision that has to be filed with the Board of Adjustment no later than the 15th day of the posting, which is tomorrow. And I'm assuming that has to be at the end of business, but I wouldn't know that for sure by the signage. Right? It could be by 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow morning. But that's what I know. And all these people, I'm assuming, out in the Mercury and everything, which we'll get to, I'm sure you're going to find that they were living here this morning, right? So this is an alternative to sweeping, is a zoning movement.
Well, what time do you think they'll be here tomorrow? You think
It's going to be
7:30 bullshit again?
Well, I do, but I'm not quite sure. And here's why I'm not quite sure. I just covered this, and I'm going to cover it again. I'm going to kind of cover it over and over and over again. This is the public information notice of zoning determination. Okay, so the zoning board has said you have until the 19th to appeal a decision to authorize construction at this site. Okay, what's 18 feet? Is that about 18 feet? Okay, what's wrong with this current security infrastructure that Excel is planning this? And does it have anything to do with
The right away.
this activity right here?
Right.
Or the right of way? Well, it obviously will absolutely have a temporary zoning impact, because OSHA requirements will require this sidewalk and this zone to be blocked off. Right? During construction. So the allegation is that the appeals have to be filed by the 19th, according to that sign. But the police are suggesting that tomorrow they got to come in and clean everybody out, right? So they mentioned it and alluded to it last week, but they didn't guarantee that information. Now we know what it is, right? That's where I'm at. And there's my girl. What's going on?
They're bypassing the lawsuit by putting on Excel to shut down the entire property with a fence, and therefore basically have this sort of strategic move where if they put up a fence under a permit that then becomes private property, where then if you're in it, you're trespassing with a personal trespassing. And if your property is...
So,
Yeah, sure.
well, so let's look at the bigger picture, though. They probably had a zoning process to redesign this property, right? The zoning permit says 18-foot structure around the transformer, right? So it's possible that this structure here is 30 years old and or so or whatever, and is becoming structurally inefficient, and they might want to redesign the wall or something. There may be some logical processes that happened 6 to 20 months ago that would be through zoning and other processes.
There is.
right?
I mean, they have a permit. They went through the process.
Right.
But regardless, they've known this for a very long time.
Right.
And instead of giving anybody 7 days written notice or any sort of real heads up, they come in today,
they were here last week.
and say,
But that's the thing, is that Manzanelli was alluding to this. He told me on my live stream.
For a long time. I've been hearing them allude to it for a long time.
They've been alluding to the fact that Excel, some construction, some project on site, but they haven't stated it, right? So it's like, well, we know this is happening, and we're gonna do the quiet things, but we're not just gonna come outright and tell you on this day at this time there's a permit to take over this
Or
spot.
give people a week's notice for the lawsuit,
Exactly.
so everybody has a week to know what the fuck they're gonna do, figure out a plan, so on and so forth. But instead they come in.
Thank you, brother.
So they're gonna allege that because we were here last week we knew, but we obviously didn't.
That's because they weren't enforcing it. That was it. That's what they told us.
Yeah.
That was it.
Right.
And it's so that last week they didn't say anything about it.
Which is what today they're just enforcing the camping ban. But I mean that when you escalate force of enforcement and say, you know, get the level of your threats determines the way in which you interact with that enforcement. So.
Do you know what time? Did they give you a time? Did they give you some time? I mean, I'm gonna try to reach out to Commander Sanchez.
I'm going to suspect they're going to do what they did last week.
Yeah.
They do that every morning.
Unreasonable.
Right. But I also believe that there's a reasonable belief that they couldn't pull this off until 20th because all requests for an appeal of the decision for rezoning have to be submitted by the 19th. It doesn't say by 8 a.m., doesn't say by end of business, but the police are acting as if they would believe that something could happen tomorrow when they're telling everybody, if you're here, you'll go to jail for trespassing.
Which means, and I've seen them pull this before too, and it would not surprise me if they did midnight, saying, okay, this is now the 19th. We're going to pull this bullshit.
They come and enforce the camping ban at midnight already.
Yeah, I know.
So hit and miss, but it's pretty regular. They'll come at like 3 a.m. and tell everybody to get up.
So shy from the hours at midnight and sitting up
What was waking me up? All they got to say is,
doing
take
it by
some
half.
shit down, man. I'm not feeling that.
I feel like giving you guys 24 hours to get out of here.
I can show you the permit.
For how long?
Yeah.
Period.
So,
Like this time, they're going to fence all this in.
They're gonna fence it all in.
yeah, and they've done it. So when we had Jerryville over on 26th and Arapahoe, like that's what happened, right? Is that we had the one side of the road and we didn't take the corner. And some people that were not with the program took the side of the corner, and so it caused too much conflict. And then Jerry up and moved, and as soon as he was gone, the fences went in, and they were there for months. They might still be up. We could go check that. Yeah. So this other guy that came out and wanted to threaten you, did you guys figure that out? Obviously.
Yeah, he just wants to stop yelling.
Stop yelling at the cops. It's TSP, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It's for the best.
I get it. Some people defend God, get rid of the pigs. I'm just curious why people that support the homeless in Cali. Oh, well, I don't know. For the people, too, if you're still with me, I want you to know that at the house that I live in, there's up to 7 or 8 unhoused people who will stay overnight, one night or two, take showers, eat food. Plus, we feed 150 people. So you can't question on this feed why we don't do those things.
The fact that, you know, what, 2-3 weeks ago, they pulled this rule, they closed this up, so they took everybody over.
Yeah.
Well, and they were supposed
now
to.
they're saying this, that they're going to kick them off in here too. It's like, where the hell are people supposed to be?
Well, and Scott said that they were pulling the fences down.
I mean, they should be. The grass is. I mean.
The grass is healed.
I've heard
But they don't want them up while this is happening because they'll move there.
well, but I've heard they're supposed to keep these up until November.
Good morning, sir. How are you today? Well, thank you.
But were there any citations today? Did you know that?
I don't think that people were cited. I think they were scared off the property. That they were told that tomorrow they will be arrested. That there was like, they got in here while we were all doing our thing, right? I mean, literally, we had just gotten in the car. We're less than 5 minutes from our house, and got an email from Mariana that there was stuff going on. So I sent, I sent Lisa and Candy messages. I should have added you in the mix.
Well, I saw Candy's post, and like I said, I live right across the street.
Right?
It's real easy to get in.
And like Occupy's Facebook page, and was like up immediately. Sweep's happening now, but I mean, it's what we can do. We try to build it. I got 50 or so people here now. They're already looking for the zoning administration to start flooding with emails and answer questions, because that shit does work. Slow the fuck down. Damn.
How many people left?
I
We got
don't.
here right at the end.
We got here at the end, but you want to know how many people left? Go half a block.
Oh, I see.
Right? There's when we got here, there was 2 blocks down the street.
Yeah.
Right? There were people's properties. You could see 2 blocks down, they were moving. So you want to know where everybody was that was here? 2 blocks in every direction,
I got you.
right?
All right. Well, let me figure out how to.
We've got to
file
come
an
up with a
appeal.
field. We've got to come up with a location that is an emergency situation.
I agree.
And I would be a person that would be willing to, like, be there, like help staff it, help work with it. There's other agencies that have said, and NGOs and nonprofits, we've got the manpower to staff through civilian civic justice. And I want you to know that Civic Center Park, back during the Depression, was turned into a giant man camp for people to live. Right? We have a historical reference to it. So, but what we need is an acre, a vacant property that we can just make rows of tents.
I know Candy has been asking about the
Emergency.
stadium, like when it's obviously when it's off season, if we can use the parking lot, like a big portion of the parking lot, until we figure out another solution. But a lot of times it's just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? So that's a potential option right now that we might be able to move on.
But I mean, like, if they're gonna do this tomorrow, and they're just gonna expand it where everybody's gonna get angrier in other locations, the city should be able to come up with like an emergency intermediary movement that says, hey, we realize that like these are all falling through, so we found 3 acres in 3 different
That's the
locations.
thing. They're not interested. Yeah, they like.
This is
they don't
they're
want
doing
camps,
better than
period.
they promised us
They
when
don't
they
want
squat
that.
300.
So
This is like life and death.
We know that.
Well,
we
and
made that clear.
yeah, we make it clear.
We made that
Especially
clear.
now, we're at the end of the summer, the end of the habitable season. We're getting ready to head into the cold months.
Right.
This is really going to be life and death.
I'm getting ready to go deal with the thing in Broomfield on a phone call, right?
Get a hold of Sanchez.
We know.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna reach out to community.
Jeez. So we thank you for coming out. Obviously, it's good to see you as always. But this is what our work is now. It's this daily struggle. And do you know Kyle?
You know Kyle?
Oh,
You need to know Kyle.
No, he's not. He's a loud motherfucker.
Have you heard anything about her?
She's fine.
She's good.
Yeah, she's got her wherever she's living.
Good. Okay, so make sure that make
At Jerry's house too, right?
All right, y'all.
Hey, Carrie.
Figure out what to do next.
By the way, this is Kyle. I don't know if you guys have formally met.
Seen each other. Yeah, nice to meet you.
So I like to make sure everybody gets to know each
I
other.
appreciate it. All right, y'all.
Yeah.
Let me figure
All right,
out
we'll see ya.
what to do next.
All right.
All right, I'll keep you updated. Thank you.
Thank you. So, Therese, thanks for getting the word out, and Mariana, because that was a big deal, right? Like she sent an email, it popped in my box, and we were already in the car, so we came. But we're gonna go do some interviewing. They cleaned the shitters today.
Yeah, it's hit and miss.
That's a big deal. Well, I mean, it's something.
It's progress. I mean, those 2 porta potties are required in the lawsuit settlement.
Progress, not
2
perfection.
porta potties cleaned every day as part of the settlement.
Until there's what?
What's that?
Wait. So the 2 porta potties every day will be here physically, whether people live here or not.
Yep, that's part of the agreement.
So if they're 2 blocks away or 3 blocks away, they still know where to go.
It's what we got right now.
And it's a step. All right.
We need porta potties at every single encampment.
Yeah, no, I mean like other people in other states around the world, they're used to bathrooms at parks in public locations. You might have to go to the bus stop and you might have to pay a quarter, but there's a shitter and toilet paper. You know?
Renee.
Fuck you on your video.
Happy Fuck the Cops Day. I just try not to escalate, right? So,
What is the plan for in the morning?
morning? Shit. I guess we're gonna have to,
Here, really?
we might have to just camp tonight.
I have to.
I just might have to camp tonight. We're gonna inquire. I got a friend that lives a few blocks away in these buildings. We've got one that lives a couple blocks away down in Arapahoe. We might be able to crash and come out. We might just have to camp. I don't know.
Quick question. Do either of you guys have Uber or Lyft? fuck, well.
Yeah.
no,
Shit.
that's-
I don't think that's the issue. A man's life is more important than his stuff. But but why not Denver Health?
Because
All your records, I got it. But that's Thornton.
I know that's why I was camping by the river, but I had all my
Well,
records, everything. My doctor's out there.
yeah, I mean, we got to do what we got to do. What's the,
I mean, I can pick, like,
well, folks, that's just, yeah, sorry, folks. I took a mute button for a second.
I've got another appointment. I've got to run to now.
All right, well, we're,
right over there too. So
okay. Oh, you live close by.
right there,
Oh, shit.
so I can be here. And
You got couch space?
I don't. I've only got a small 1-bedroom.
Yeah. No, it's all, it never
Two
hurts
dogs
to
and a
ask.
partner.
But there's options at least to know there's people close by.
Yeah.
A place to charge batteries if we needed to.
Yeah.
Answers.
Okay.
Just ADD flow, and we're gonna plan on actioning this full scale education advertisement live stream. If we got to go 24 hours, I don't care.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
All right, man.
So Kyle went to go get his car. I think we're gonna take you. I think we're gonna drive you.
Yeah.
Because, look, if you wouldn't mind giving them, helping out with gas money, I'll make sure his transmission, fluid, all that shit's taken care of.
sure that's in
Because we're gonna leak on the way, right? So,
People first.
humans first.
that's yours, you sure?
Yeah, we're gonna drive the man to the hospital.
Let me grab money and can I get your number just in case?
Yeah, 720.
1 second. Oh wait, I need to read it.
So, guys, remember that there's a lot of stuff going on here. Sonny Lawson Park is this park right here. It's part of a settlement lawsuit. There's porta potty bathrooms here. They're working on building permanent structures. People have a relationship with one another to the degree that they cook here, that they use the trash cans actively for the city to come out and clean on a regular and consistent basis. And many will make temporary shelters in the shade under the trees over here. These are people with permanent disabilities, incapacitations from war, from mental health. They're unhoused as our community because housing for mental health pretty much lost all its funding back during the Reagan era. There's a recognition that all of this space where these people are standing and there's blank spaces, that's where people lived and that were sleeping this morning and that their tents were up, right? That you're going to see this as we extend it over here, right? That there is absolutely more tents pop down, right? And so this guy over here looks like he's putting up some signs and stuff for the fencing over there. This is the wash station. They said they're going to take the fences down because the grass is healed, but it hasn't all the way healed, and they haven't seeded it all either, right? But this is there's supposed to be soap in the dispenser. So there's some soap there. That's good. These are supposed to be clean and sanitary. And so that looks pretty clean and sanitary. Yeah, pretty clean and sanitary in there? This time. They don't do it often, but they were here cleaning today. They're supposed to... Yeah, the first time, and they're supposed to clean this every day. So that's a big deal, right? They know that these are the settlements that are supposed to be cleaned every day. And of course, this is like the park. There's low-income housing settings, churches here that kick people off their grass, right? So this is a combined setting here. But as you can see, in the grassy median over here, on that side and that side, like people would sleep out here all day. And so part, or not a day, at night. And they drop their tents during the day, and many of them go to work, and others stay to keep an eye on things. But when you, we'll see you, Chris. But when you lose all of this connectivity, poor monk guy, I bet you he's got to drive like 6 blocks in a circle to get here. That's not going to make him happy. Anybody want to tell their story about what they heard this morning? No, these people don't want to talk. Pretty sad. Just leave us alone. We come out to fight for their rights, and they don't really like it when we get on the cops and yell at them. Huh? So now they're here with their lights on. What the fuck is this? Is this what constant and daily harassment looks like? D Martinez 07019. Nothing better to do than just show up over and over and over again, right? 2 leave, another one comes. 1 leaves, 3 more show up. Yeah, that's right. Bye-bye, baby. Constant, non-stop harassment. Just to drive by, roll up, roll the thing on, and then drive away with his lights on for a block. D Martinez. Non-stop. Nothing better to do than watch videos of people something you don't like. Yeah, there's a lot of us out here in this world, right? We are... Thank you guys. You guys are having some conversations in there, and I thank you for that. Monk guy, come skip down the street, Defend says. Well, we're going to do a little bit better than that. We're going to take this man to the hospital. Yo, man. You got somebody going to watch your stuff?
Yeah.
All right, a car's here for you. Right here. So we're going to figure out to move some things. So, I'm going to get off the stream, folks. We're going to let this end. Thank you for joining us. Hold tight to the day and night. Let's figure some things out. I'll talk to y'all soon. Give me a minute. We got to make sure we all get figured out here, huh? We'll talk to you soon. Therese? What time should we be here in the morning?
I mean, likely 7 a.m. is probably when things will get started.
Okay, folks, you heard it.
Yes, I don't know.
That's our last thought, is that we're planning on being here by 7 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk to y'all soon. I'll be live later.